Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of Working Mum to Business Mum, helping working mums realise their dream of starting or growing their own business so that they can be more present in their families. I'm Debbie Lucas, and in this episode we will be talking about finding your superpower, how to use your existing knowledge, skills and expertise as a foundation for your business idea. As I mentioned in episode 1, I had many ideas for starting my own business, some within my work skill set, some within my hobby skill set, and others that I had no idea about. But after 20 years of work experience, I felt that I had so much more to offer, and helping others was one of my core values and one of my whys. And so becoming a master NLP coach felt very natural to me. Whilst I learned so many new skills during my certification, I have so much of my work experience and training throughout the years to fall back on as well. You may already have some ideas of how you can use your work and or life experience as a foundation for your business, and that's awesome. Or you may only know that you want to start your own business, but have no clue where to start, or want to make a total break away from your current job or career. Either way, taking some time out to reflect on where your strengths lie and where you may want to develop your skills further is an important step in developing a business idea. This will need a pen and paper again, so if you're listening to this on the move, come back later to listen to the episode again when you have more time. For those of you who get my weekly newsletter, you'll find a link to download my Discover Your Superpower Reflection prompts. And if you don't have a copy yet, you can find a link to sign up for it on my website, coachingwithdebbie.com. Right, let's get cracking. Firstly, I'd like you to think about all the roles you play in your life. You're a daughter, you're a mum, you're a friend, you're a girlfriend or a wife, you have your job, you may volunteer. There's so many roles that we play in life, and these roles gives us so many skills and experience when we really sit down to think about it, and so many transferable skills that you can use. Next, I'd like you to take each role and think about everything you do for that one. Don't overthink it, just write down whatever comes into your mind. And once you're done, circle any of those tasks or actions that you actually enjoy. Now I'd like you to think about common themes and/or conversations that may emerge at work, with a friend or as a parent. Is there anything that people will often ask for your help or advice with? Again, don't overthink it, just go with whatever comes into your mind. And then have a read over the list and circle anything that jumps out at you. Moving on from this, have a think about any problems or issues that you have come across in each of the roles that you've listed. Things that you have managed to develop a creative solution for, perhaps, or something that you managed well, or even something that you learned from and did differently the next time. By now, you should find that there are some common themes emerging. So whether you already have a concept for a business or you're starting from scratch, you have identified a whole host of skills or problems or solutions that you have the knowledge, skills or expertise in. LegalZoom state that, amongst other reasons, people will start a business because they recognise that they can do it better or fill an unmet need or gap in the market. So many businesses are born out of a problem that someone faced and came up with a solution to. You just need to watch shows like Dragon's Den in the UK or Shark Tank in the US, and you'll see countless examples of investment-seeking entrepreneurs telling stories of something they've struggled with in their life, or a problem they've come across while working for another company. Now, if you're anything like me, the mindset gremlins may be creeping in a little bit. My idea is not unique, or there are so many other people out there doing similar things. Well, dear friend, I'll say this in answer to those worries. You are unique. You bring your own experience, viewpoint, and put your own stamp on whatever it is that you choose to do. And as we'll learn in the episodes to come, your first USP or unique selling proposition is you. Customers have so much choice these days. There is very rarely a completely unique business or service. So I will show you how to leverage the one thing that you have that no one else will, and that's you. I'll show you how I have used myself and my personality to develop my brand by being me and staying true to who I am. Don't get me wrong, I've gone down the rabbit hole of looking at others doing the same thing, thinking, I'll never be able to do that, or be able to do it as well as they do. I'll never be able to be like them. But I've managed to have a word with myself and learn to trust in myself and what I have to offer, and we'll cover more on that mindset issue in a later episode. Could my clients get a similar service from someone else? Of course they can. There's probably over 100,000 life, business, mindset coaches in the United Kingdom alone, and there are many more coming up behind me. But there is also nearly 70 million people in the UK alone, nearly 8 billion in the world. By my calculations, that's plenty of business to go around. So rather than getting caught up in how I compare with others, I'm going with my gut and sticking with one of my core values, which is to help others in my own way and remain true to myself. As always, you can find me on all the usual social media channels and in my Facebook group, Working Mum to Business Mum. And of course my website, coachingwithdebbie.com, where you'll find a link to sign up to my weekly newsletter so that you get any resources I mention in my episodes directly to your inbox. You'll also find a whole host of other helpful hints, tips and information which I'm constantly updating. Why don't you come over to the Facebook group and tell us what your superpower is? And as we come to the end of the episode, I'd like to leave you with a quote from perhaps one of the greatest authors of all time, Dr. Seuss. Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Join me for my next episode, where I'll be talking about the balancing act of working and starting your own business, and I'll share some of the common pitfalls and how I have overcome them. If you like this podcast, it would really help me a lot if you can share it, rate and review it, and if you don't want to miss the next episode, which is released weekly, then hit that subscribe button. Until then, wishing you all the best.